Alright, here's my green belt option B webpage. It's working here. Hopefully it's working on your end too. Showing you can change countries. I made it sortable using a jQuery table sorter plugin. And checkboxes here that are disabled so you can't change them. Let's a little bigger. Alright, so here's my code. On the left is my index. So for the selector, the select menu to select countries, I built it in here instead of process so that it would be available on page load. And so I ran a query to select all the country names, and I did a loop to display all the country names as one of the options in the select menu. And then upon submit show data, I send that form onto process PHP here. So if it's selected, it's gonna run two functions: show country and show languages. That's one for each table, the top and the bottom table. So the top table shows countries. I did a query grabbing the city ID, name, district, population, which is pretty much all four of these column names. That's a pretty simple query right there, and then I display the results right here using this for each loop. So I saved it under session cities. I bring that over here, session cities. I run a loop and get each city, each row from that array, and just display it. Each row I display it as a table row, and then just loops. And then for the show languages, that's the second table, which is right here, languages spoken. It's another query where I fetch the language, percentage, country's official language, as well as the population. Even though it's not the total population isn't shown here, but I need that value later on for when I calculate the population of people who speak the language. So that part was a little bit tricky. I took the percentage of people who speak the language and made it as I turned that string into a float value and multiplied it by the entire population's float value, and then that left me with a result that had 2 zeros at the end of the number, so I had to divide it by 100 to get like the actual integer. And then I pushed that into I pushed each of those population values into the array session languages. Did a loop here, so it would go to the 0 index and push that population in there, and then on the second loop it would go to the first index and the second, and it would pretty much just I was kind of just pushing all the populations in and kind of adding it onto my session languages. So then yeah, that would be filled in under session languages, and then over on the index I would make a loop and produce all those values. Have language, percentage, pop speak, that's the one that I calculated, and I do a checkbox here. So when it gets to is official, if it's true, then it's going to produce a checked checkbox. If it's not the official language, it's going to produce a regular checkbox, and I disabled them so you can't click it. And that's pretty much it. This was a lot easier than option A. That one took forever, but this one was pretty simple. I did under 2 hours, even with the jQuery and all. So that's it.